Hi guys, welcome back to our messy house, where our house has become increasingly less messy as over 2 years ago we became minimalist and started minimalism and slow living implemented into our lifestyle, and we have been forever changed. Hi, my name is Julianna. If you're new to my channel, I make content just about our slow living minimalist journey. I also make a lot of homeschool content currently because that is the vibe that my life is in. I haven't made a video about this because yet. I'm making one right now because I just don't know what it is about toys, but a lot of people are really like, you're stealing your child's childhood with like having minimal toys and whatnot, and that's just really not the case. My kids actually don't play with toys long term. They literally, if they get a new toy, they play with it for like a week and then they forget about it, and it just sits in a basket somewhere. It's like in a basket and they never get it out. So then if I get it out, they might play with it for 2 seconds, but they're not getting up, getting things out and playing with them. I find that more so if I set out a craft or a cutting exercise or take them outside, I find them playing far more, far better, way more imagination involved than just setting out a toy. They just don't gravitate to toys the same way that some kids do. And so in my home, the minimalist toys really work for us. And I do allow my kids to have toys. You're gonna see all of the toys that they have right now. Easter is coming up. They're about to get some more like school style toys. We're really diving into Waldorf and Montessori, which we were in the past. We did Love Every, and we had all of the Love Every kits for when my children were babies, and they played with those toys really well. They've outgrown them. We've passed them on to my nieces and nephews, and we've kept the core ones that my kids loved. We kept those in keepsake boxes so that they can pull those out when they're older, use them for their children, just look at them, whatever they would like to do. We did do a keepsake box with like 1 or 2 of the core favorite toys, but my children, after Love Every kind of aged out, I really feel like kids age out of Love Every by like age 2. I feel like they're amazing until age 2, and then there's no other options. They have boxes for older ages, but it's just not that great. And so in my opinion, we love Every, obviously, but in my opinion, after age 2, they kind of just don't have anything of interest to us. And so after that, we've just kind of been lost. We've tried like a lot of other wooden toys and whatnot, and my kids gravitate towards their toy kitchen. And so we do invest into pieces for that. But other than that, they don't really gravitate towards toys long term. So luckily for us, toys are a rotating thing around here. They have 3 sets of grandparents that every little holiday, you're talking Valentine's Day, full-size gifts, you know, just my kids have even received gifts on Thanksgiving. So in that department, toys are a constant revolving door around here, which I'm kind of okay with. My kids just, they only play really well with something for a short term, or if they love something long term, it's super fun to watch and they get engulfed in play for hours. Then like, I will keep that toy out. I will make sure that we keep that toy, but typically the toy rotations, they're just over them. My kids, if I took them to the forest, which we do often, they would find themselves engulfed in play, and I could likely just sit in the middle of, there's like this forest bed field where you can see through all the trees and the kids can run around. You can see for a long ways where we live. And so you could legitimately sit yourself down with a good book or something and just kind of watch them play. And for me, that is what my kids love. They love doing stuff like that. They love being outside. We don't live in a great climate to be outside for a big chunk of the year, but we do our best, and we try to do 1,000 hours outside. We're definitely not going to hit that because there are so many months of the year that we can't go outside, but when we can go outside, we live outside. And this summer we will likely sleep outside quite a few times because the kids are really into that. But I'm just letting you know things like us going to the library every week and then picking out books. The library also has things like toy kitchens and blocks and stuff that are different than what my kids own. And so every single week they spend about an hour to an hour and a half playing with those toys at the library. And that's like a fresh toy rotation. I'm able to go to the library and sit for 3 hours and not have a care in the world. I'm able to go to the forest and let them play for 3-4 hours and not have a care in the world. And so for my kids, that's great. Like, that works really, really well for us. We do have the micro scooters, which I will show you, and they are amazing. Amazing. I 10 out of 10 recommend. We even ride them in the house during the rainy days. We just wash off the wheels and bring them in, because I do believe that children should play, and they will play with those scooters literally all day long if I let them. So nonetheless, this long-winded intro, my kids do great without toys, without a numerous amount of toys. There's a couple toys that are outside that I'm not willing to go out in the rain to show you guys. They brought some of their house toys outside because it was nicer weather this last week, and then the weather just like tanked, and now the toys are trapped outside. That's just what's gonna happen. But I'll show you what's in here and tell you what's outside as I'm going through it. And Easter is gonna happen. They're getting a couple learning toys for Easter, and then my daughter's birthday happens right after Easter, and so we're gonna get a couple fresh toys in here. So if you see different toys here and there in my videos, like I said, revolving door. Toys are a revolving door around here. My daughter's gonna get a couple birthday toys. Like, that's just gonna happen from grandparents and whatnot, and that's awesome. This year, I'm trying to get the grandparents on board to buy things towards our schooling, which I'm gonna make a video about, but instead of all the toys, maybe just toys for Christmas, and then all the other holidays they can invest into the kids' sports and schooling. But I digress. The toy section of our home. This is basically the basket of open-ended toys, also like Barbie family type toys. We do a lot of the little mice and pillows and unicorns and just like bunnies, and then they all have beds. We've made extra beds we've bought into, and then we've made a bunch of extra ones for the Barbies and little bunnies and whatnot and unicorns. So this is just kind of my daughter's like little trinket. We have like this little hedgehog dealio, open-ended like Waldorf style hedgehog, and yeah, these have been really fun. I've been making some new ones for my daughter, which I'm very excited about. She's very excited about. So that is that basket. We have a lot more safari animals than you're going to see in this basket, but they are currently outside. We put all the safari animals except for that big old elephant outside. We have lots and lots of animals because they were giving them a bath in the sun, and now it is not sunny and I haven't brought them back in, so I need to go do that. We just have different styles of animals, including these 3D printed dragons, which are the kids' favorites. My sister bought these for them and they love them. This beautiful schoolhouse I bought 2 years ago for Christmas for our daughter, and I think she's played with it once. I need to probably sell it, but it's one of those things that I really liked, and so I've kept it, but she never plays with it. I just don't think that she likes it. I've tried to get her to play with other animals and Barbies and whatnot inside of it, and that's just not, she doesn't like to be confined to like a building when she's playing with her Barbies and animals. She would rather like sprawl them across the whole couch and play like the whole couch is their house, or like the dining room table or something. So she just isn't really fond of the little house. I've tried to give it to my son to like play with and do stuff with, and other than opening and closing the door and using the little clock. They just not the vibe for our family, I guess. I've tried to keep it for like 2-3 years to see if she grew into it, but so far, not so much. That's our trinket basket, just random trinkets. My husband had this when he was a child. It says Travis, his name on the top. And so those are their wooden blocks that they build all sorts of things with. We do want to get the Magnetiles eventually, probably for the kids for Christmas. We do think that that would be an awesome addition to our household. And these here, I'll show you what we do with these. We have these little wooden toys, which are super duper fun, and also our tried and true doctor kit. That's something that the kids play with. Every time that they realize it's there, they're playing with it. And so it's something I've kept long term. We added this little laptop to it to take, charting notes, because my kids are realistic and they like to chart on their patients. And this has been a really fun make-believe little thing for my kids, and obviously we have chosen to keep it over the years because it is a staple in our household. We have a giant bin of cars and this ball back here. Let's check this out. This is like a squishy little ball. My son loves this. He likes to play catch with his dad. And yeah, the cars. So we do have a car mat that I didn't show in this video. We have like one of those road mats that we pull out. I don't pull it out all the time. I like to keep it like special. And so if I notice he's not playing with it for a while, I will put it away in his closet. And then like the next month, I will pull it out and it'll be a super special, like almost like a surprise for him. And then he'll play with it like crazy. So this is his little car collection. He might have one or two other ones, but this is pretty much the basis of what he owns, and these were his favorites over the years, so we have kept these. I feel like every household should have a little kitchen. This is by far my kids' absolute favorite toy, played with the most throughout the years. We bought this when my daughter was 18 months old, and I have repainted it twice just to kind of change it up. The paint starts chipping because I don't seal it properly or anything. I just don't spend that much time on it, but I have repainted it this last summer and it's held up really well, and the kids play with this every single day. They love their kitchen, and it by far has been the best investment for our toys in our household. This is my bin that I keep just up in my closet. It has our microphone for the days that we are feeling like we can do a lot of noise. Our dancing ribbon silk, that's super fun. And our harmonicas. Obviously that needs to be on a day where mom and kids are both feeling like the noise, and that will add value to our family. If it's a day that'll just add stress to our family, then we will keep it up in the closet and we won't use it, so we don't have access to it all the time. These little guys I tried to keep in the up high bin just to pull out every once in a while. It comes with this drill, and it does work, which is awesome. I need to change the batteries. That's why the back is off. I checked to see what batteries they were and then ordered some. So I will change those batteries and then they'll be able to use it. But pretty much this little screwdriver thing fits into the screws, and you're able to take the arms, legs, tail, head, all that fun stuff off, and it's